What was your favorite moment or memory from year one of high school ball? It could be a play that you made, or it could just be a moment you had with a teammate or a coach.
Um,
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another interview in our podcast episode, where today we have Roberto Alty. Is that how you say it? Alty?
yeah.
Roberto Alty on, who plays right guard and center for his high school. So, Roberto, how are you today? And thank you for taking some time to sit with me after practice. Well,
Uh,
this evening, I should say.
yeah, no problem.
How you doing today, man?
Doing good. Just a lot of schoolwork.
A lot of schoolwork.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So, what's new in your life? How's life treating you? Floor is yours, man.
Life's been pretty good. I just got into high school my first year, ninth grade. Started on the JV football team, working my way up to varsity. I got every snap in the season. But the schoolwork, I would say, is a lot harder getting into high school. So that's more been a challenge that playing football has. So, I mean, it's been rough lately, but getting through it step by step.
So, you mentioned it's been a little bit harder. So, what would your advice be? Because you're going to be a sophomore in the fall. So, what would your advice be to incoming student athletes who are freshmen?
Always choose student over being an athlete. Don't don't go to practice if you have bad grades. Don't always focus on studying more. Football's always gonna be there. Basketball's always gonna be there. But the work will not. So once you get that done, then that's your time to be an athlete.
What about it was harder though? Just the workload or the actual like material itself?
I would say the workload is a little bit harder, but the work itself is where it really got rough. So I'd say the more you study, the more time you put into it, the better and easier it'll get. More so.
Makes sense, man. Now, as mentioned, you play football. So, when did this love of football begin? Take me back to the Little League and Pop Warner days.
So actually, my first year playing football was end at seventh grade, beginning of eighth. But like since I was little, I've always loved playing football. When I was little, my favorite team was the Patriots, but now it's the Chiefs.
Man, oh come on! You are a bandwagon. Don't do
No, no, no,
that.
no. I liked them before the Super Bowl. It's okay.
When did you start liking them?
Around 2019, 2020. No,
Man,
2018, 2018,
that's when
2018.
Mahomes won his first. No, no, no.
No,
That's when Mahomes
2018,
won.
2018, 2018.
No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do all that. No, man. How was your first year of high school football, and what do you look forward to heading into year two?
My first year high school football, I would say it's challenging. The practices are, a lot more physical and active than AAU was. So, I mean, I like a challenge for myself, but just off of that, I feel like it's more challenging, which I like. And going into next year, sophomore, more football stuff, I feel like I'm ready, more ready than I was before. So I just say I'm just more prepared. Now I gotta look a good look at what I'm looking at.
Did you find it fun though, like going to practice right after school? I found that really, really fun.
Yeah, I did. I feel like it's because there would be some days where I'm really happy and I have a lot of energy, and I just blow all the energy off at practice. And then there'd be some days where I'm more tired or mad, and then if I'm mad, hitting always comes. But I feel like I have more fun right after school than going home and then driving to practice. So
I
I
agree.
like having it right after.
No, I felt that too. And like some days that I didn't have energy or whatever, like usually like by the time I have my helmet on and like the first like rep for like warm ups, like karaoke or whatever it is,
Yeah.
like I'm fine. Like by then I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? What did you learn about yourself in your first year of high school football?
Uh, I'd always see myself as more athletic than other people, but since I've started, I realized that it's not just athleticism that matters. So I found myself like not really as athletic as I thought, but I like the fact that I got to work on that more than I could have before. And I always used to think that I was like the smartest kid ever. So I was very egoist. I had a very big ego.
So
But
did it humble you a little bit?
yeah,
Yeah. Now what about your play style and your which coaching style do you prefer?
I Me personally, I like the high school coaching style. I like they're more aggressive, more they want you to more like they want you to succeed. So ever since I switched over, I feel like I've gotten more aggressive and attacking as right guard. And for center, I feel like I've been more like I could protect the QB. I could like that's not like if I'm there, that's my spot. I can do it. But before, I was always nervous that I couldn't do it. I would tell myself I can't. So I feel like I like the high school level. They bring me up and make me want to do it.
Did you have a favorite coach this year?
Coach Tebow.
Coach Tebow? Because Coach Tebow's watching. Shout out Coach Tebow, man. What did you like about him?
Uh, Whenever I was feeling down at practice or the games, he'd always bring me up if it's a bad rep or if I missed a block. He'd always say, "There's next play, next everything. Don't let that bring you down." And I feel like that really helped me and encouraged me a lot to just keep going.
I felt that because I'm always like I care so much about the rep and how it looks and stuff, but at the end of the day, once that rep is done, like you can't go back 30 seconds in time and redo it. Like it's the next play, you know what I mean? And I love that. That's awesome. Um, Now, what have you enjoyed more, offense or defensive line, and what has been the hardest for you? Because we talked and you said you're a backup defensive lineman.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I like offensive more, but if whenever I do get a rep at defense, and that's like a really strong because like it's if someone's hurt, I feel like if I started on defense, it would be my favorite because like I like attacking and like I like tackling, I like being aggressive, but I feel like on offense right now, that's where I like to be at. I like to protect like my QB. Like I love protecting my QB. That's my play style I have right now. So I feel like right now offensive line right guard. That's where I need to be right now. That's my favorite.
Have you built a special bond with your quarterback, and if so, how long is it? I'm sure it's going to take a little bit longer to still build that bond because that bond's never going to stop being built. But like, how long has it taken to where you guys are like this, and you're like, hey, like I know this, and on this play you like this kind of thing?
Right now I knew my quarterback from AAU. We played on the same team for I think a season or two.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, that in high school I felt like it's more. I felt like it was better for us because we'd have to count on each other to make sure that I got the block right to where he can get the ball right. He could get the ball deep or he could get the run in. So everything he does or wherever the ball goes, that's like up to me or the rest of the line. So I feel like the bond most definitely got stronger.
Do you think that because you guys were teammates in AAU, that helped you both kind of transfer a little bit easier to high school football?
I feel like it started off the season with more trust than he did have in others, but I wouldn't say a whole lot, but yeah, a little bit.
What was your favorite moment or memory from year one of high school ball? It could be a play that you made, or it could just be a moment you had with a teammate or a coach.
The first game of the season, McLaughlin, it was a defensive line. That's my first ever time getting in at defense. And my favorite play ever, me and my friend, I was at nose guard. He was at defensive tackle right there. So I was like, we were right next to each other, and I was right at the middle. And it was my favorite play. I got by the center. He was tired. It was like first quarter, but he was really tired. And I got like right through the line, and the QB was right there, and he handed it off to his running back. And we were on the 1 yard line, and went from there. It was an assisted tackle, and it was my first tackle ever on defense. So it really felt that.
You stopped him at the one?
Yeah, right there, like right there.
Man, every time. What were you gonna say?
It was. I stopped him right there at the one, but at that time I didn't hurt myself, but coach wanted me to play offense, so I got out like right after that. But the rest of the game, that's all I was talking about.
Well, just that one play and how proud you were. For
Yeah.
sure, dude. Hey, man, you're the reason why they didn't give the ball to beast mode. You're the reason why they didn't give it a Marshawn at the line, man. Because they're worried. They're like, hey, is he going to get through the line? That's awesome, man. Speaking of a little bit of NFL, are there any offensive linemen, whether it be a current varsity player, college player, or NFL player that you look up to, and why do you look up to that individual?
Right now, I feel like I'm more of It's I forgot his name, but he's on the Miami Dolphins. Um, 94 something, 94 I think. I think. Hold on.
Offensive or defensive lineman?
He's a defensive lineman. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it Wilkins?
Yeah, Wilkins.
Oh,
That's his
yeah.
name.
Oh, cause he's gone. I think he's gone. I think he's a writer now. I want to
Yeah,
say.
that's yeah. I'm pretty sure he is now. But yeah, right. He's. I feel like he gave me more courage because I felt before like when I was on offensive defense on the line, it was more serious. But seeing how he gets to play, and he could take it serious some plays, and he can make like he has fun while doing it. It gave me the chance to like try to do that too. And when I do that, I feel like I have more fun. So because of him and his clips, his edits, his highlights, that helped me like want to be like that and not just have fun playing the game that I love.
Now, are the loved ones in your life supportive of you in your football life?
Yeah, my mom goes to every single game. My siblings before they don't live with me now. They used to go to like every AAU game that I played. So yeah, everybody. Oh yeah, my sister was a cheerleader too for the team that I played. So yeah, they were like really supportive.
Awesome, man. Hey, to all the moms and dads and guardians out there, support your kids in what they do. Please support your kids in what they do. What are you doing off the field to get better when you're away from the team? What are some things you
Um,
do?
so last year I was more of like a home person, so I'd usually stay home. So I gained a lot of weight from that, like a lot. Well, it was like 250. So
Okay.
yeah, but ever since I started high school football, I've been like outside of the house more. I've been more active, losing weight, and I have a park like right in my neighborhood. So whenever I go over there, I usually play basketball. I get active, and when I'm not doing that, my friend in my community he plays football ttle. We usually get a little bit of footwork, and then off the field, obviously you gotta hit the weight room. So I'm
For
working
sure.
on that.
Do you know your maxes right now? Because my maxes as a freshman were horrible, so I want to know yours. You're probably stronger
Well,
than I was.
right now I wouldn't say it's my max, but it's I want to say PR, but we don't really PR like that as like freshmen. We just do reps a lot, but I think the highest rep that I did, not as PR, was like it was under no, it was around. We had like 245, 240. We had 145 on each thing, and
Yeah,
then
yes.
bar. So
135?
yeah, around there, 135, 140. But the deadlifts, I think I'm higher in that, but I lucky forgot. Weight room is sometime this week, so we're gonna get there.
Hey, man, get active, man. For sure. So you and I talked briefly about your want and desire to move up to the varsity level next year as a sophomore, and while you've expressed that you'd be okay with another year on JV, you really seem passionate about having experience at the varsity level. Why is that so important to you?
I feel like I can go another year on JV, but my desire right now is to play on the varsity level. I feel like I'd be a great accommodation to the varsity team on offensive line, and if anything does happen, I feel like if they do need me to, I would work myself and train myself, condition my body for a defensive line. But I've always wanted to play. Even though I'd be a sophomore, I like playing against people that are older than me. I like challenges. So me being a sophomore playing against a senior or a junior, I love the competition and the challenge. Even if I don't win the hand race, the punch blocks, the running, I'm okay with it as long as I know that I had a chance to play.
So you just want the challenge. You just like challenges. You like when things are a little bit difficult. You don't want to get it handed to you.
Yeah, I like working for what I earn.
I understand you, man. I feel you 100%, dude. And I actually only have one more question for you before we wrap it up. But final question I would like to ask you before we wrap this thing up. If you have any in mind, what goals are you looking to accomplish in the future, either on the field or off the field, and what makes these goals significant and important to you?
On the field, I want to make it to NFL star level. My dream for NFL is first round to second round picks. You got
Okay,
to get up there.
of course.
And then on the off field, I want to be an engineer. So that's up there. And if I don't, I want to be a real estate agent. So I want to work on that. And yeah, that's it.
Man, my advice to you, though, because, I mean, you're young. Like, what are you, like 15?
Yeah, 15 right now.
15? Yeah, dude. I mean, you're not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you're gonna think you know what you want to do when you get out of high school, but you're kind of not really gonna know what you want to do. Like I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do this because like I wanted to go play football, but I couldn't due to like financial situation. So I was like, oh well, like let me just like go take some classes at my community college or whatever. And now that that time is up, I'm like, well now what do I want to do? Like you don't like really know what you want to do for a while.
Yeah.
So I mean, just try everything out, man. Like really and truly, like engineer, real estate, like just start thinking of things and you got it, man. You got that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, for sure. Appreciate you sitting down with me though and taking some time, brother.
No problem. It's okay. I like I like giving, I know you're not up there yet in there, but I know you're gonna get there soon.
Dude, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No
That's
problem.
the goal, man. The goal is to look back and be like, wow, like I built this and I did it, and a lot of people helped me along the way. And hey, man, just sitting down and talking to me for a little bit helps you. So I really appreciate you, brother.
No problem. It's good. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.